Welcome to our online discipleship. I want to remind you that these are designed to do by yourself, with a close friend, or even in a group. What I'd like for you to do right now is I'd like for you to describe your day-to-day practice of being alone with God. And if you don't have a good rhythm, I want you to find one. Learn from others. Everybody is going to have different rhythms, but our goal is still the same. We want to seek God first and give Him our best. Share your routine with others or think about it, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. This past Sunday, I read from Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 18. You might want to review that after we are done or before you go over the study questions found in the comments section below. But in this passage, Jesus is confronting three major areas on how Jews view righteousness and holiness. If you wanted to be a good Jew, you wanted others to know that you were giving or serving, that you pray, and that you fast. Now, these things are great, and we should strive to do them. But it's more on how we do them that really matters. Do we do them for the one we love, God? Or do we do them because we want others to see how holy we are? I shared yesterday how I had to learn this spiritual lesson the hard way. And I found out through my wife and my daughter. I wanted to express my love to them. I wanted to do it in my own manner, though. I do love them, but I wanted others to know about it too. I wanted to do it for the oohs and ahs and the applause. I worried more about how others would view my profession of love more than how the actual person would receive it. In all three areas of giving, praying, and fasting, God tells us that He wants us to do it in a quiet place, just between you and Him, nobody else. Not for the likes, the clicks, or the shares. Just an intimate time between you and Him. You know, I'll use my earthly father as a perfect example. I really don't remember my father cheering for me as I got a base hit or as I scored the winning basket. I don't remember him cheering or applauding as I walked across the stage at my high school or my college graduation. I don't even remember where my father sat at my own wedding. But you know what I do remember? I remember those intimate times where He pulled me off to the side, or He put His arm around me, or when we were just driving down the road and He looked over at me and He said, "Son, I'm proud of you." It was in this intimate moment that I'll remember the most. It wasn't the loud cheers. It wasn't the professions of love in a setting with many, many people. No, it wasn't those things that I remember. It were those intimate times that I was alone with my Father. That's why I believe this is so important to understand about talking to God. In all three scenarios, He tells us to do it in the secret, when nobody is around, to close the door, to find a quiet spot and pray to Him. Why? Because I think you and God are looking for an intimate and genuine talk. It's like my wife. What I say behind closed doors to her? Well, that's none of your business. But I can assure you, it's said in intimacy and most of the times in a whisper. So take some time and review Matthew chapter 6 with your group or in your alone time. Notice how many times Jesus says to do it in secret. If you want a close and personal relationship with God, be intentional about getting alone with Him. You will have to carve that out as we seek Him first. So take some time and go over the study questions below. Learn from others, and most importantly, get a plan. What does Sabbath look like for you monthly, weekly, and daily? Write it down or discuss it with your group. Join us next week for our baptisms as we celebrate Pentecost Sunday. We'll see you there. We truly are better together.